welcome to another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next here. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. You got Solrak the Destroyer here, ready to slash and bash and finish these bastards off in battle with another epic crew of destroyers. We got Wilma Chattington still outside. We got Frank the Mang on his brand new desk. And of course, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away, Nate.
Thank you, Solrak the Destroyer, and welcome everyone to tonight's Sunday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Oh man, it feels like we haven't been at it in a while, but it's only been a week since our last game. For whatever reason, it feels like it's been a while. But we will go ahead and jump on into this thing, do a quick little recap, and just pick on up in this combat where we left off. So the last time we were all together, where we picked it up, is you guys were just making your way to this intersection in this twisted caverns that you have found yourself in, where Usith and the Kuatoya seem to reside. And you guys are looking in this cavern for some spider legs and some fur to perhaps help the Kuatoya complete their idol to their god, and as well as getting enough wood to create a chariot for him as well. So you guys found this intersection, found a wooded area down to the south, lots of fungus and stuff growing in there, and then up to the north, where you guys just seem to happen to run into some quaggoths and some other sorts of creatures. Wilma happened to think that maybe the drow that were in that area that probably were teaming up with this quaggoths happened to run up here, and so you guys decided to push on up in here and investigate a little bit. Immediately upon entering this kind of outpost area with all sorts of packages and crates and storage stuff piled high on the walls, you guys were met by some drow with some crossbows and darts pointed right in your direction, questioning you guys who you were and what you were doing, and why were you in their area. Some back and forth happened, and they seemed to recognize Solrak, at least, and Fang from being members of part of the crew that possibly were ones responsible for taking down their brothers Drak and Thal in Ironslag, the fire giant fortress up in the north. And so, of course, not very thrilled about that. This is House Zorlarin as well, the Drow House family that you guys, they belong to. The most magical Drow house in all of Menzoberranzan. And they were not very thrilled about that, but Wilma, she said, I'm not going to let them get the first shot off, and she shot off a guiding bolt, I believe, blasting off into the first drow, instigating this big fight to ensue. At first, you guys only saw 3 of these drow, or maybe saw 3 of these drow poking around, but it just so happened to be that there was about close to 10 to a dozen of them working around this area, all seemingly to be from this House Zorlarin, the most magical drow house in Menzoberranzan. So this big fight ensued. You guys met their weapons master and brother. His name is Jareth, and you guys also met the older brother Ravel, who is a lead in the Sorcerer School. He's a mage, and then also the sister, a priestess of Loth named Kiri, who seems to have a very innate skill of arcane and magic powers. And this fight came off, and you guys knocked out the weapon master Jareth down cold on the ground. And Kiri, she summoned some giant spiders and a handmaiden of Loth, a Yoklul, this giant kind of dripping wax candle-like creature with a big ominous red eye gazing at you guys and trying to hit you with these appendages, these tentacle-like appendages that appear off of it. At this point, you guys have killed a decent amount of the drow. You have Jareth knocked out, and Fang has one of them stunned currently as well. So at the top of the round, we have Wilma up at the top, who, with your passive perception as you start off up here, you hear to the north, not to the northeast, but to the northwest, you hear the sound of clattering, heavy clattering on the stone up to the north. It sounds like some many feet.
Many feet. Okay, so first thing, we're gonna take the the spiritual weapon at the Yakel.
Absolutely.
So let me spell. Where are you? 1, 2.
Just give you guys a reminder of what this bad boy looks like. Oh yeah.
So that was a 13.
13 just goes to try to slash into him, but just barely misses.
All right.
Smoke him. Try smoking him.
Because he's
Then
the
I'm
dad.
Put him in my wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a big old dab.
I'm gonna guiding bolt off the star map.
Okay.
The 22 to hit.
Okay, and this is on who?
The Yakel again.
Yep, sure, that'll hit.
Alright, so that's 10 damage, and he's now glowing. Next attack on him has advantage.
That's right.
And then I am going to mark that. So as I'm like casting all these spells, I just kind of get up real close to my girl here, and I say, you know, us girls got to stick together. Call off your boys, and I'll call off mine. Maybe we can chat. Okay. Move over there into the boxes. See what that does.
Sure thing. She looks at you and says that, chat? Perhaps you guys should have given my brother a chance to chat with you before you just killed him in cold blood, but perhaps Drac will have a say for that himself. Oh, Drac! And you hear the clattering come heavier and heavier up to the north up there, as you see coming around the corner a massive spider-like creature, the abdomen of a spider, but then the upper body protrudes up, and you see an undead-looking drow hanging off the top half of it, wielding a rapier in its hand, and its white hair blinging back, and you see its skin emaciated. And of course, Fang, as you look up at there, you recognize him as being one of those drow that you guys happened to kill up in the Fire Giant fortress up there. She says, Drac! Now's your chance for revenge! Don't let loss down this time! As you guys see him clatter up on the wall and begin to make his way over towards Fang. Let's see. He climbs up onto the ceiling. And right above you, Fang, you guys see as he shoots a web out from his backside. A 19 to hit.
Why does he even need a sword? He's a giant Spider-Man.
As the web misses, he lands down right. Let's see. Actually, he won't do that. He'll stay up on the ceiling right above you, and you see him with the longsword looking above you, slashing at you with it. You dodge out of the first one with an 18 to hit, and he goes and tries to hit you again with a 23.
That will hit.
Okay. Does 9 points of slashing damage on you. And he's just clinging onto the ceiling above you, like 5 to 10 feet away from you. The ceiling's like 10 feet away, but his body's so massive that, you know, he's pushing closer to 5 feet to you. And that is his turn. At the next turn, we got this guy down here who, he's the one concentrating on the fairy fire on Solrak. He takes a step back, doesn't want to be as close to him, and he takes a couple shots at him as he loads up his crossbow. One shot. Oh, this is with advantage. That will miss. And then another one. He tries to load it up, and a 24 to hit on that one. All right, he does 6 points, had to 3 points of damage on you. Okay. Out of the darkness, Solrak, a couple more bolts come whizzing up at you. Whoosh, whoosh. Let's see. 26 to hit.
Son of a bitch.
And a 21 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay, so we got 16 total. That's halved to 8 points of piercing damage on you. As both of these just find their purchase right on you. Now you guys, Solrak, you know, dodging all of these attacks coming at you from behind you, but you start to hear some commotion or some movement happening down below you, the ledge that you're standing upon, down like at the ground, as you see Jareth, the weapon master, begin to push himself up, and you just notice a couple of the wounds that were on him begins to heal on over. And Kiri looks up and says, "Yes, my brother, kill them now!" As when she cast Mass Cure Wounds, it of course healed him too, at the end of the last turn. So he gets up and he climbs up this wall. He does not have a climb speed, I don't think.
Yeah, let's just kill him.
Yeah, he does not have climb speed, so he's going to dash and get up here as fast as he can. And he just uses his full action to climb all the way up there and just stares at you, Solrak, ready to attack. Let's see. Oops, this guy should not be in here. All right, and that brings us to Solrak.
All right, and so now he looks like 100% fine again.
Not 100%, but he's definitely been healed.
Okay, cool. All right. First things first, I'm going to turn and face the weapon master again.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say, "You should have stayed nappy, boy." Then I'm gonna take a big old swing. Dawnbringer. 26.
26 will hit.
Yeah, buddy. Ooh, 15 damage.
Okay, 15 damage.
18.
18. He looks at you. He throws up his scimitar and blocks that.
I still have a D4 added to my shit.
You do?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, buddy.
You can do it on one roll a turn.
1, 3, so 21.
What's his? That'll hit. Yep.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
He throws up his blade and you just muscle through it, pushing right through and just slash into him still.
16 damage.
16 damage? Oof, yeah. He's looking very beat up now.
And 22 with
22.
15 more. Oh, these are great rolls.
Alright, is this a fatal blow? Yeah.
Kill
I'm
him.
killing his ass.
Alright.
Yeah, let's just try to keep the girl alive.
So Rak, you just take your blade up as he like muscles trying to throw up his and parry yours. You cut him down and he drops his blade and he's just standing there. And he just looks up to the sky and says, "Loth, I am your servant. Take me now, for I have served you well." As you just cut him down and watch as he falls down and he dies.
Then I look at the sister and I give her a little. Then I turn back over to this guy. I got one more hit. I'm gonna run towards this guy, this blue,
Mm-hmm.
and slash at him with my demon sword.
Go for it.
Come on, demon sword. 25.
25 will hit. Yep.
That's 16 damage.
16 damage. Yep, actually he keeps his concentration. Cool. Cool. So 16 damage, you slash down on him, you're still illuminated in this purple flame light. He almost shakes it off of him, but he stays strong. He's looking pretty roughly beat up, about halfway there, I'd say. Anything else for you?
That is it.
Fang. You got this massive rider over your head, and you got a stunned drow to the side of you, and a Yakul that is glowing with this radiant light to your other side as well. The Yakul, you would have either the Yakul or the drow. You have advantage on your attacks currently.
Why is that? Well,
The Yakul is glowing from a guiding bolt provided by Wilma, and you have stunned Ravel the drow.
oh, I thought you meant the spider drow. Okay.
No, yeah, that's a Drider.
All right. Question. So, if this cliff that we're hanging on is about, you said 30 feet tall?
Correct.
So the ceiling is about 40 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I understand D&D physics and regular physics are a little different, so if this doesn't work, I'm gonna roleplay this out, but if this doesn't work, let me know. So what I do, if he's stunned, can he, and I like move away from him, would I still provoke opportunity attack from him?
No, he can't move or anything. Yeah.
Very nice.
He's incapacitated with that, which means he can't take actions or reactions as well.
Awesome. So, I hop off. Well, actually, I can just walk. I'll walk down this cliff.
Okay, so you're getting out of Drax's range, though, then, right? The Drider?
Yes.
Okay. He will slash at you. That's a natural 20.
Isn't he 10 feet from me, though?
I was saying the ceiling was 10 feet, but he's a large-sized creature,
okay.
so he was closer to 5 feet from you. With that. So he does 19 points of slashing damage on you.
Alright. No worries. Alright, so I make it down to the bottom. And right where he is, being 40 feet up, I, hold on a second. I reach up at my Helm of Brilliance and pull off a fire opal and crush it up and throw it right at the spider. Actually, I'm sorry. I'll move right here and move it and throw it right at the spider to cast Fireball. Now, if it's a 40-foot radius, it shouldn't hit Chaddington because he's 40 feet down and across some more. So in theory, it should just hit the spider, the yellow ugly dab, and stun dude.
Okay.
And I have up to 100.
Those are the official names, too.
Dabby McDaverton.
All right, so go ahead and roll the damage, and let me mark your.
And the stun dude automatically fails because it's a dex save.
Yep.
Okay. 8d6. Let's see. 27 damage.
Okay, and what's it? The save.
I'm sorry, Dex 18.
18. Okay. You watch as you jump down and get a slash on your shoulder, but you roll down to the ground and quickly pull off your helm, one of these gems, and toss it up on the ceiling. And before they are even expecting it, an explosion of a fireball just lets off, engulfing all of them in flames, and none of them are able to dodge out of the way of it. Actually, the Driders have advantage on. Whoops, sorry.
The spider does?
I think it has advantage on all
Dex.
magic. Nope, I'm wrong. Wrong thing. I'm thinking of a different creature. Cool. So yeah, you ignite them with this brilliant fireball up there, and does a decent amount of damage on them. You see that all of them are still standing somehow, but yeah.
Hell yeah. And then I don't know if I'm allowed to do this since I just actually, you know what I will do is I will take a greater healing potion.
Probably a good idea. All right, anything else for you?
Hold on, I didn't. 4d4 plus 4. That is it. There you go. Are those rolling? No, they're not.
Okay, so Kiri up now with this little rabbit feller next to her, who just tried to make some sort of compromise with her, but she kind of just scoffs and laughs as she reacts with Drac coming in, of course, as well. Let's see.
I'm not a feller.
You are to her.
Very upset.
Let's see. What am I gonna do? And then she'll just look down at you as you're right next to her, and you see she pulls off her scourge, a multi-headed whip with all these kind of like sharp points at the end of it, and she tries to whip you with that a couple of times. A 24 to hit.
That hits.
And a 19 to hit.
That misses.
She rips you for 3 points of piercing and 10 points of poison damage. You got lucky on that second roll. Could have been a lot worse.
Seriously.
Look at that.
I'll take lucky.
1, 2, 3, 3, 1. All right. As she rips you a couple of attacks with that multi-headed whip, and says, "I could never forgive you for what you did to my brothers. And Loth, the Lord of Chaos, well, she would never forgive me if I let you go by either. So prepare to taste more." As she says, "Oh, Tal!" And you hear more clattering coming up from the north. As from up here, you guys see another one of these driders come climbing on the walls and the ceiling in a rapid speed. He dashes all the way up the ceiling until he's right over here. Did that move for you guys? There you go.
Yep.
He's on the ceiling, so about 40 feet up right now from everyone. Just clattering right there. And that will be that turn. Is Ravel still stunned, or it's till the end of your turn, Luke?
End of his... Or no, let me...
Double check that.
I thought it was...
I always
Let me
forget.
double check. No, but I think he would be unstunned now.
I think he stays stunned because of the
Um,
I don't think fireball affects that.
what was...
Stunning strike.
Hold on. That's right. Stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so he's free now.
Yep.
Shakes himself loose. A couple of cobwebs off of him. And says, "Oh, how nice of you, brethren, to join us here. No, you try not to die this time to their fallacy." As he looks down and sees Fang has left the area, so he quickly just does like a front flip and levitates down to the ground ever so softly, landing right here. And you see as he grabs his staff and says, "Ready for the shocker, baby," and he slams the staff down to the ground as you guys watch this cracking lightning bolt shoot out right at Fang and Sorak. And actually it's gonna hit his brother too up here. I need everyone to make a dex saving throw, or you two to make a dex saving throw.
Word.
It's me and Fang.
Correct.
18.
Okay, so you take no damage at all.
I get advantage on it, right? Because I can see it.
And that's correct. You will take advantage on this. Dex save. There we go. That's a fail.
12.
Okay.
Do you still get +6?
It's a D4,
Yeah,
right?
Or D4?
Yeah, you get D4.
I don't know if that'll help at all.
Damn it. 13.
That won't help.
It will. So
No shit.
yeah, so you guys watch as this lightning bolt cracks right at you, Fang. You dodge out of the way instantly. Sorak, you barely make your way out of the range as the brother doesn't see it coming as you're blocking his way, and he takes the full brunt of it. Fang, you're not going to take any damage, Fang. Sorak, you're going to take half of this. 13, actually, you'll take half of 13 because you're raging, so 6 points of damage. As he takes 27, and somehow still standing, but looking fried. He's got to make a con save. Con save for 13. He has to beat. Oh yeah, cool. Sorak still illuminated with his flames, and that is going. Actually, he's going to dip around here, and his brother's up on the ceiling, so he's cool there. He's just being side around the corner and says, "Kiri, get out while we still can." And that's that. The Yakul kind of slides on down his little ramp on his little wall up here. This is movement, 30 feet, yeah. So he climbs down his 15 feet that he is, slowly lurching his way on over, and he can make his way right to Wilma, where he takes he forms out a couple tentacles and takes 2 slam attacks at her. A 12 and a 20. Neither of those will hit, as you just had this Yakul with his big red glaring eye staring right at you, and Kiri, the drow priestess of Loth, right next to you and ready to whip you again.
So I'm gonna look at Kiri and say, there's other ways to make Loth happy besides killing us. Maybe an enemy of an enemy is a friend. And then with that, I'm gonna bonus action. So I can jump 25 feet. Is that both horizontal and vertical? Like if I jump from here, can I make it to like the ledge of the ledge?
I would imagine it is both vertical and horizontal. It is
Okay.
it's 30 feet up though, so you'd be 5 feet away from the ledge or whatever.
Yeah, but I would be out of opportunity attack range for the Yockle, or no?
You've seen he's got quite a long reach. It's about 10-foot reach he's got.
Okay, I'd be 15, so I'd still be within his reach. Okay, then
The ledge up is it's 30 feet altogether. So if you got 25 feet up, you'd be
oh, and
out
he's
of
only
his
10.
reach.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
Got it. All right, cool. So I'm gonna bunny hop over him,
Boing.
and then I've got, so it's 10 feet to get to the top, and then I've got 20 feet from there. So hold on.
So like, you got a
So
spring sound effect. A boing.
5, 10. So I'm here now. I could see Solrak and Fang. And then I'm gonna cast. I think I got one more in me. 2 more in me. I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna cast level 4. Can I bonus action as an action? Can I cast Healing Word as an action?
Nah, you gotta use what the appropriate
Okay.
yeah, economy it is.
All right, let's see if we can get through this then. Then I will cast Sacred Flame on the drow that's about to die.
Okay.
The one south of Solrak.
Okay. That's a dex save.
19 dex.
Just beat it with a 20.
Nothing then. All right.
Alright.
That.
That is that. Okay, so Drac up now, the Drider to the north, clattering on the ceiling. He just begins to move his way quickly on the ceiling, scurrying across as he makes his way above Fang. Once again, you watch as he turns around, he shoots a webbing out of his backside. 13 will not hit. So with that, he just releases and drops down to the ground. Let's go ahead and make a dex on that. Works for me. And he will now, as he's got his long sword in his hand and kind of standing up, watch as he lands down on the ground. Fang, he kind of catches himself with the impact of with his legs. Oh no, did I just freeze? Okay, that was weird.
You're back.
All right, he catches himself with the impact with his legs, kind of like springs, and then he begins to push himself back up with his leg extending up, and he gets to like 10 feet, 15 feet tall in front of you as he stands over you with a blade and just slashes down at you. A 20. That's a natural 20.
20.
And then a 1. So he does. Oh baby.
One?
I thought it was a 1, but no, it was a 9 total. He does 12 slashing. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I was looking at a different thing. Let me